Go.
Hey, everybody. This meeting of the Bridgewater Zoning Board of Appeals will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time. This meeting is being recorded, and within 48 hours, a link of the recording will be posted on the town website or the social media. The following members of the Bridgewater Zoning Board of Appeals are participating remotely. Myself, Brian Heath, Chair, Anna Klimas, Vice Chair, Dan Greenberg, Member. During the meeting, all votes of the board will be taken as a roll call vote. The following Bridgewater Town staff will also be participating remotely. Bob Rulli is Director of Community and Economic Development. At the start of the meeting, everybody's mics will be muted. The board's mics will be unmuted throughout the whole meeting. And as items appear on the agenda, the project representatives' mics will be unmuted. If the project is a public hearing and allows for public comment, we ask that you use the chat feature to ask your question by listing your name and address and your question. Chair will recognize all questions in order. You can also use the raise my hand feature in the participant menu, and you'll be unmuted when the chair recognizes you. Again, please state your name and address before you ask your question. If you're on a phone, you can use the *9 to raise your hand. Right now, we are going to start the meeting. We have one item on the agenda.
Mr. Chair, if I could just interrupt
Do you
for a
wanna-
moment. The new alternate member, Amanda Metal.
Oh, she's here. Okay.
Joined the meeting, just for the record.
All right. When I started, sorry, man, I didn't mean to forget you there.
Hey, Amanda, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So we got Becky on the agenda here. We're looking for a special permit under section 8.2. It's a retreat lot. Becky from Silver Engineering, my understanding, is representing the applicant, the Peter and Rita Leota. This is, again, it's a retreat lot request under section 8.2. Requirements for such are 150,000 square feet. The existing parcel has 152,491. Subject parcel must have a minimum of 4,000 square feet of contiguous uplands. This has 123,914. Minimum lot frontage for the retreat lot is required is 30 feet. This one has 61. I don't see anywhere where it's less than 30 feet throughout the whole lot, which is another requirement, at least a minimum lot width of 30 linear feet throughout the whole. Under no conditions shall the development of the retreat lot create a driveway curb cuts closer than 25 linear feet to another existing or proposed driveway. I believe on this it's 40 feet. The retreat lot and the remaining lots may be served by a common driveway as per section 7.2 of the town zoning bylaws. A driveway with a length of greater than 300 linear feet is required to have a hammerhead for turnaround. I couldn't see it, but I think, Becky, this is less than 200 linear feet long, the driveway? Or is it down in the code here, in the thing? 110?
Looks like it's 110, yep.
Okay.
You're doing a great job, thank you.
So, do you have anything to add for us, Miss Becky?
No, you covered everything except I do prefer Rebecca in these days.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, it's all good. No, we recently got a conservation approval, we recently got a Board of Health approval. We have the plan of land ready to get recorded. It's as simple as you just explained it to everybody, thank you.
All right. Anna or Dan, Amanda, any questions from you all?
So my only question, you were kind of hitting all the points quickly, and the only one that I couldn't see, and maybe again over 40 I can't see the driveway.
Yeah.
Did you point that out?
It was
to
down
me?
in the key.
It was
I didn't know
110.
it was there either.
110.
Oh, okay,
110.
perfect. All right.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed that. Okay,
Oh,
that
all
was
good.
the only question.
Yep, and it's very short, it's very sweet little location back there.
Okay.
I believe there was something in there about you can only have a retreat lot if you haven't had another one within a certain period of time as well.
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, and that there's nothing nothing conflicts with that on this one, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The plan of land shows we had a parcel, it's landlocked at the moment with some other deal And there's no other way we can get a retreat lot on this property.
Yeah.
And there's no other ones. This was the Hillside subdivision and
Mhm.
Fern Hall.
All right.
Good.
Do we have anybody in the public, Bob?
No,
No. So then we need to make a motion to.
Can I just ask one more question before we move on?
Sure, go ahead.
Were there any notes from any abutters? I know there was the abutters list. Was there any comment that you received?
no.
No? Okay. Awesome.
So if someone makes the motion to close the public hearing portion of the meeting,
Yeah, I'll make a motion to close the public portion of the hearing,
or
of the
second,
meeting.
Second.
all in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Dan, we got the aye.
Aye.
So that's the public portion of it's closed. Again, I think this one was pretty easy. It meets all the requirements for the retreat lot special permit. If someone would like to make a motion to accept the application and grant the special permit.
So I would make a motion to accept the application, accept the special permit under 8.2 for the retreat lot for this property located, well, I'll just leave it at that.
And I will second.
All right, all in favor? Dan?
Aye.
Anna?
Aye.
Myself, aye. So the motion passes. The special permit is issued. Rebecca, you're all set.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure watching you do the presentation.
This was an easy one, Rebecca.
You're gonna get a
It's
bill,
great.
don't
We all
worry.
get done in 10 minutes and we're off and running. Perfect.
Exactly. That was the
Thank
whole
you.
idea.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks,
Good luck.
Rebecca.
Okay, we also had two sets of minutes that were provided. I think they were February 12th and March 12th minutes.
That's
I would
great.
make a motion to approve both the February 12th and the March 12th minutes.
Could we get a second?
I will second.
All in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Myself, aye. So the minutes are for the 12th on March and February are accepted.
But Mr. Chair, before you adjourn, could we just maybe have you all introduce yourself to Amanda
Yes.
and vice versa? Thank you.
Yes. So Amanda, my name's Brian Heath. I've been in town for about 25 years now. I was convinced to get onto the board by a prior board member who then quit after I got on. And I've been here, honestly, I don't know how long I've been here. 7 or 8 years, I guess. Pleasure to have you aboard.
To be here. Thank you.
Anna?
So my name's Anna Klimas. I have been in town. I'm trying to think. My son is in 10th grade, so I've been here for 10 years. And I don't know how I stumbled across this. I think I was talking to another former board member who no longer is on the board as well, and he was talking about it and some projects that were going on in town, and he said that they were looking for members and how I could get involved, more involved in the town. And I think I like knowing kind of what's going on in the town in a sense, and kind of the backstory, if you will, about what's happening. And then everybody thinks you're in the know. So I'll warn you if everybody thinks you know what's going on, but you really don't. And kind of they'll ask you questions about the school budget, and we have nothing to do with the school budget, or they'll ask you questions about things like that, but you really have no idea about anything other than what we do here. But it's been a great experience, and the board's been really great. And so hasn't the town, like people like Bob, if you have any questions, everybody's been really helpful in that sense. So welcome.
So Amanda, just so you know, Brian and Anna are your brother and sister at the bar.
But I do criminal law, so this is like this is Greek. So I don't pretend to know anything more than anyone else here on the board. So
Go ahead, Dan.
My name's Dan Greenberg. I've been in town for I think 5 years now. I've been all over the South Shore, but I come from a construction background, so I work for a builder developer. So that's the experience that I felt like I could bring to the board. But also, when my wife and I moved here, we wanted to do something to get involved. Bridgewater is a great town. I've been in it and through it all my life growing up, and I know it has a lot of potential, and we were hoping to be, kind of part of the community in a greater way than just living in the community. So that's why I chose to volunteer on the zoning board. There was also opportunity at the time, so it seemed like a good fit. I also go to a lot of zoning board meetings for what I do for work, so I'm familiar with it. And yeah, here I am.
Your turn, Amanda.
Yeah, it's nice to meet all of you. Thank you so much for introducing yourselves and for having me. So my name's Amanda. I've been in Bridgewater for about a year now. I grew up in Plymouth, Massachusetts, so not too far from here. Um, but I spent a lot of time in Virginia. I was in Virginia for about 8 years prior to this, prior to coming back up here. I wanted to get involved because I don't know, I have a lot of opinions. And I think I told Bob this, but I was on the Facebook groups for Bridgewater, and there were a lot of opinions on there that I disagreed with. And without having to comment on, posts and everything, which absolutely gets nothing done, I figured I could use my voice and my opinions for better and actually, join a committee or a board or just anything just to get involved with the town. So here I am. And I am a patent litigator. So likewise, I will not pretend to know any more than anyone else on zoning law, but happy to be here. And yeah, this was quick tonight, quicker than I expected.
Yeah, this is not
this was
usually
an
how
easy-
it goes. Yeah.
So I don't want any of you to disappoint me because I told Amanda early on for all the boards and commissions that I staff, both outside of the town and MBTA Advisory Board, Old Colony, that this is by far the most normal board that I'm associated with. So it's cathartic for me when we do meet.
And I don't want to speak for Brian and Anna, but since I've been on the year or 2 years that I've been on the board, we haven't really tackled anything huge here. There haven't been any like 40B subdivisions that have come through or
Don't jinx
you
it,
know,
Stan.
Well,
I know. I
We
was
hit
actually
our
excited
max.
for some of them.
you're
I was
about
hoping
to,
for
you're
it,
about
but,
to get something controversial. I'm just going to give you a
Yeah.
heads up.
but
We've had
you
a
know,
few things. Well, remember, Dan, were you here for the Bridgewater State building where they sued us? Yeah.
I was just
We had
just the
and we
last
had a couple
lawsuit.
of 40Bs, but that was before your time because we've
That, and
met.
that was
It was
that
just
was a
before,
40B. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got an interesting potential matter that probably will come before you in June. Um, so we'll need your legal minds.
My understanding too, Bob, is that the Broad Street group repositioned themselves and went in compliance with the bylaws for their next proposal.
That's correct. So they're going to have their public information meeting as part of the planning board meeting next Wednesday. But they meet all of the requirements of the form-based code as it was written,
Yeah.
which is good. It's nice to see some progress going forward. Perkins Foundry project has gotten their MEPA approval, so that will start to move forward. And then another project that is going to move forward is the corner of Hale and Plymouth Street, which is owned by the Commonwealth. It's the old nail factory across from the Welcome Center at BSU. It's a vacant lot right now. That is going to be transferred back to the Commonwealth from the university, and DCAM is preparing a RFQ for a mixed-use development on that site. So the advantage to us for them moving forward with that is, we're leveraging that it's the state to help us deal with our water and sewer issues. I mean, we've told them that that's great, you want to develop this, but unless we get some assistance on water and sewer, it's not going to work. So we've had several meetings with the university and with the Lieutenant Governor's office. So that is all moving forward in the right direction.
All right. Yeah, Amanda, again, it's the Zoning Board of Appeals. If you meet the bylaws, you don't come see us. If you want a permit, a special permit or a variance, there's some pretty general guidelines as to what we can do and can't. And then you also have to really think about precedents, what we've all voted on in the past, or what has occurred in the past, and stuff like that. But it hasn't been too bad. So, welcome aboard.
Yeah.
We all set?
Yep, we're at the 15-minute mark. We bill on 15-minute quarter, so it's all good.
Yeah, I used to have to do every 6, but all
Still
right.
do everything.
Yeah.
You still do every 6? God, I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Someone wants to make a motion to adjourn?
I don't know if do we have anything on the agenda? When's our next meeting, Bob?
I don't have that in front of me. I'll send you all an email.
If it's, I'm not available on the 28th. It's just why I just raise it. So,
Yeah, because that
On
would
May 28th?
yes.
Yeah, I'm not available either, so we won't be having a meeting on the 28th. I can tell you that right now.
So the next one would be June 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Good.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Do we have
I will
a second?
second.
All in favor? Aye. Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Okay, we're adjourned.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Good
Take care, everyone.
night.
Welcome aboard. Bye.
Thank you.